Hello everyone, it's Latoria Q back with another video. I know I'm looking crazy, I'm looking tired. Really because I'm coming off of a couple of days no sleep. So if you don't know, I have a lot of jobs. And I'm posting this video by the way. I'm not gonna post this video. I work a lot of jobs, but one of my jobs I really don't like calling it a job, but one of my jobs that I do is I work as a house parent at an emergency shelter for children. I do the overnights now. I started a long time ago, back in the late 2000s, literally December 2000. So I've been there over 23 years. This will be my 24th year. But I've gotten to the point where I'm only part-time. I work 1 to 2 nights a week. This week I did two, and I'm feeling it because I have my own business, and that's why I'm coming to you today to make this video. Um, so I have a day spa, if you will. I am a massage therapist. I'm located in Kansas. And I'm doing this video because I wanted to start doing a series of videos. I started on some shorts, but I wanted to do a series of videos about why um, the myth that healers, if you're a healer and the practice of healing, massage therapist, chiropractor, physical therapist, Reiki healer, reflexology, acupuncture, uh, so many to list in this spectrum of healing practice. Um, you can be a medical doctor, but it doesn't typically fall under this umbrella or spectrum of healer in the sense of why are healers broke. Healers are typically broke because we are empathetic people. When you tell us you don't have it, we believe you. When you tell us you're in pain, we believe you. And we typically step in because we know that we have either a gift or a purpose or we see you hurting, and it is just natural for us to want to jump in and do that or be that or give that to someone. But here is the truth of the matter. We are all dealing with currency. We are all dealing with energy, frequency, and vibrations. And we also all are dealing with the levels of attraction. We attract, we call unto us, we draw near to us what it is that we need to experience in that moment. Um, Subconsciously, some do have the idea or thought that they are not worthy. So they must work very hard to appear worthy or feel worthy to themselves without even just being aware of the fact that you being here makes you worthy, but you doing what you are supposed to do allows you to earn. So, I'm not going to make a long video, but I am going to definitely jump into this series because I feel like, in order for us, the healers in the world, or those who have been called to lay hands, those who have been called to speak life, those who have been called to tell the truth, those who have been called to stand and intercede and be the connection between the physical and the spiritual world for others, this is the season where being broke is not optional anymore. This is the season where all your resources have that you need to be called to you quickly, hurriedly, and properly. I'm just gonna say it. We are in the season that if you are operating in a spiritual work, okay? I haven't done one of these videos in a while, I know, but I'm getting back to it. If you have been called to do a spiritual work, this is the time for you to have your resources. And not all resources mean cash or credit, but this is the time for you to call in all your resources. Your resources can be people connection, how you network. Do you get out there and talk to people? Do you get out there and make yourself a viable resource for others? Do they know that they can call on you? So many times you think that you need to be called on for this big dramatic job or this big thing. Oh, so and so's coming and they're going to save the day. So and so's coming, they're going to lay hands. So and so's coming and they're going to clear the room. They're going to be the enforcer. They're going to be the controller. They're going to be the chaos calmer, whatever it is. So and so's coming. Make way for them to do their work, right? But there is no talk of, I know. I just felt that cringe within me too. There is usually no talk of compensation. Okay, so that means you're going to not only put yourself together, put the things that you need together, get there, unpack yourself, give of yourself, pack yourself back up, get back to where you were at in the beginning, whether you were at the home or the office, and you're going to have to put everything back that you pulled out. Nobody wants to count for that but us because we are the workers, right? But you have to understand it's okay to start requiring of others what your worth and value is. It is absolutely okay. So, before I even get into how do you use AI to develop and build a practical healing practice, okay? How do you use technology? How do you bring modern technology into the fold of ancient spirituality and ancient healing practices? How do you bring those two together? Well, first we got to talk about mindset of the healer. Okay. We're going to talk about the mindset of the healer over the next 5 minutes. So if you give me 5 minutes to talk about your mindset so we can dive into the next part so you can be where you need to be and you are able to support yourself the way that you should. Okay. Let's get into that. The mindset of the healer. Okay. So oftentimes I meet other healers because this is the time that we're in. We can't be scared, right? So oftentimes when I meet other healers, a lot of us have, I can't even call it the imposter syndrome, honey. We absolutely know our gifts. We absolutely know why we're here. We absolutely know who sometimes, most of the time, that we're called to work with. We know. The problem comes in to the human fallacy of it all. We overthink from a human point of view about our value and our worth in this world and not on a spiritual level. We are not above or we don't supersede or we're not better than anybody, but we have work to do. Okay. And in that work, you have to get out of the mindset of being fickle and not enough. And you have to put away your childhood traumas and those experiences that had you minimized. I don't know who I'm talking to. It ain't me, but I know who I'm talking to. I don't know because here's the thing. We are in a fractured state on this planet. And there's a group of us who are ready to go ahead and go to the next level, which is we are ready to elevate and ascend. There's also a group that does not want anyone to ascend. And then you have these non thinkers in the middle that need to heal from their human experience to have that ascension. Okay? We are not here for everybody. We can't be here for everybody, but we are here for, and what we will be here for, is for purpose of ascension. Why? Why? Because we had to come and experience these broken and heavy and fallen places. Why? Because do you not know ye are gods? That's the only line I'm gonna give you. Don't you know who you are? You need to know who you are before you lay hands on anybody. You need to know who you are before you go out there to be amongst anyone in this capacity. Because everything that you're going to attract into yourself, especially as a person who lays hands or is a healer, everything that you're going to attract into yourself is something that needs help, that may be broken, that may have some strains, that may have some tension, that may be overwhelmed, and it needs some type of relief. And you as a reliever, you as a peacemaker, you as even what is considered maybe even a watcher, you're watching the times, you're watching the development, right? You have to be in a space where you're not taking on those burdens. You have to be in a space where you're able to focus what you practice, focus in what you're practicing on. So if you're not clear, completely clear about who you are, where you're at in space and time, what it is that you're supposed to be doing in this space and time, everything that attracts to you is confusion about you. So when you are supposed to be able to make your money, when you're supposed to be able to have the things that you need, when you're supposed to be out here doing work and meeting the people that you're supposed to meet. Oftentimes you find yourself overwhelmed with the distractions of life. You find yourself overwhelmed with the distractions of everything happening around you that is usually not related to you, or if it is related to you, it's in some like indirect way. The reason why you deal with so much is because you have not gotten clear in your journey and in your pathway. You have not gotten clear about what your true work is, because your true work does not allow for distraction. Your true work does not allow for even competition. Your true work does not even allow for you to be doubtful in any capacity of who you are and what it is that you are called here to be or do or have. What your true capacity is for confidence and certainty in what you are here for, which is your commitment to your spirit being, your commitment to your ascension. And your commitment is by way of working your gift. Your commitment is by way of working the talents, the skills, the purpose, the ingenuity, the intelligence, the ambitions, the determination. All that is for you to work. It's for you to work for your good, my good, all good. Because you alter the frequency, the energy, and the vibration when you operate in the field that you're supposed to be operating in. There is a crisp, clear, ringing sound. Ding! It's a super pure tone when you are operating in your aligned harmony. And you want to be rich. You can't be rich not knowing who you. I don't even want to say rich because that's just so superficial. You can't be even comfortable. We're going to say that. You can't be comfortable unless you're operating in the right spirit. You can't even be comfortable unless you're operating in the proper mindset. You are not going to get any breakthrough unless you're operating in alignment with your most highest divine self, which is connected to the most high. You are not going to excel or exceed any limit or any space or any time if you're not clear on what it is, again, that you are here to do and why you're here to do it. Before we can even start talking technology, before we can even start talking healing practices, we got to be clear on one thing, that you are a spirit being having a human experience doing spirit work. I'm here in a physical form. Yes. I would like physical income. Absolutely. But the truth of the matter is, I operate in spirit power. And so when I receive, it's by spirit. When I receive, it's because I'm connected to the divine. And all that is connected to the divine has to find me. It has to be used by me. Why? Because it has to be divine as well. I'm more divine. I'm more connected when I'm connected to something divine. This is like a person. You are more in tune, upbeat. You are more clarified when you're amongst people who are also of that frequency. And it's the same thing. If you want to operate in a greater tune and you want to operate at a higher frequency and you want to operate as a being that is fully clear and fully aware of what it is so your practice can grow, you got to be in alignment with your spirit being. And so many spiritual people are not in alignment with their higher self. And you want to go out here touching on people, and you want to go out here putting your mouth on people. Y'all know what I mean. Quit playing with me. You want to go out here, put hands, mouth, ideas, energies. You want to put them on people, and you're not prepared for what you're about to battle. Same as you want to go lay hands on somebody, and you don't understand in what spiritual battle they've been in. Yes, they said they shoulder hurt. Yes, they said they eye hurt. Yeah, they saying they back hurt. But why? From a spiritual angle. Physically, hey, somebody just get you a line, pop your shoulder back a little bit, cook your neck a little, crack that here, crack there. Oh, you're good. There you go. No, 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 no. You have to remember we are spirit beings having human experiences. So you are not just affecting someone on a physical plane. You are affecting them in all of the ethers in their spiritual connectedness. You are affecting them on so many levels. So it's not just you touch their shoulder. You may have touched a meridian in their body that is on the line of fear, that is in the line of uh, uh, their childhood traumas, anxiety, fear, rejection, anger, frustration, and then all of a sudden when you put the you change the dynamics of the muscle tissue, you change the electricity that's going in the nerves, you alter it, you're giving it another different vibration, and you're affecting them. Oh man, that was my shoulder that got relief. But wow, do I feel like years worth of pain just came off of me. Wow, do I feel like years worth of stress just came off of me. Well, where did it go? If you put the vibration in your hand and you wasn't protected, and it's not even just protected, but if you wasn't shored up, if you wasn't taking on that strain from them, if you're taking on their strain, then all of a sudden you get home and you're like, man, my shoulders hurt. Wow, my back is killing because you haven't put up your boundaries. You haven't put up a field of protection. You haven't addressed your mental health issues. You haven't addressed your spiritual and your emotional issues. You haven't addressed yourself. And until you address yourself, there is nothing that can be attracted to you. Not saying you'll never get, but what I'm saying is the things that will be attracted to you will not be abundant. They will be from a place of lack because you keep taking on others' lack. When you are ready to start pouring onto them the abundance of, that means I'm going to take this from you, but in the midst of me taking it from you, I'm going to give you something too. I got to be able to put back and I got to be able to fill the void. You got to, I hope this is coming through well. This is why I don't normally do videos because when I go, I feel like talking and doing a rant or raving. Sometimes I feel like it's too much energy for myself and too many words wanting to come out too fast. But with that being said, when you take a void from someone, when you start taking pain from them, not saying you're taking it on, you're not digesting it and making it yours. But what you are going to do is clean it up and throw it away. But in the process of that, you have to be able to mentally affect them to your clients, your people. You have to be able to mentally affect them enough to put something back in that place. And that's why most of your healers are broke because they are so quick to take away, but they are not quick to give. And when you are not a giver, a proper giver, you are not also a proper receiver. And so, therefore, you know how to take, take, but you don't know how to give. And when you're not a good giver and taker, that means you're not a good um, circulator. So you don't know how to receive well because you're not going to give it off well. So I'm just saying to you, hopefully that's not too much. If you like these videos, if you want me to do more videos and you want me to get more into the spiritual context of things, then when it in regards to when you have a healing practice, I definitely will. But I wanted to get into this because I hate, and I know they'd be like, hate is such a strong word, but I don't like when they are often quick to call healers broke. I don't like when they say healers, don't look at me now. But when they say healers always look a little disheveled and not put together. I really don't care what anyone else has to say, but what I do have to say is we are in a critical state of time. And if you are in a place where you are a healer or you have spiritual gifts that need to be at work, for instance, I am a singer. I don't often sing, but when I do sing, I understand what I'm doing when I'm singing. I have enough clarity in that. But with that being said, I don't make money off of my singing because I don't give it. Okay, I don't give it like that. But what I do give is my healing hands. And so I found that, as I've grown my practice, and I've seen how it fluctuates, and I've seen how things have changed in a short period of time, I realized that there are many others that I've come in contact with that always feel like this is a competitive sport. Healing is not a competitive sport. No one can take your clients from you. No one can tell you who or what you are. You come and effectively tell everyone what you are and what you will be doing. However, if you don't have confidence in your work, you don't have confidence in your spiritual banking system there. If you know you don't have enough withdrawals and deposits going on, and there's no balance, you can't give from an empty place. And so, therefore, you don't have because you don't properly know how to receive. And so, if you would like to be a good receiver, you need to be a better giver. And that means you need to know not to cover your gifts up, not to hide yourself, but use better discernment if you need to. But if you will, definitely understand that you need to be a better giver and receiver and adjust your mindset in order for you to tap into what it is that God ultimately has for you to receive, which is good gifts. You receive good gifts because you give good gifts. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there. I'm back doing videos. I don't like looking at myself, so that's why 9 times out of 10 I'm not doing a video. I'm also probably not gonna edit very often, um, but I do want to get into more videos for the people that are on a spiritual, like a true spirit. I'm not religious, so you're not gonna catch me talking about, specifics in religion, but you're definitely gonna hear me speak on the spirituality of human beings here, the ones that have souls and spirits. Uh, but with because that's a different conversation too. But with that being said, when we are at the right place in the time, all of us will need to have the resources. And it's not just resources so we can have medical facilities or holistic wellness places and things like that. It's the resources so that when, um, if there is an implosion or if there is some type of disruptive thing that goes on with our economy and our government and whatever else may happen. With that being said, there needs to be a balancing act into which there's a united front of spiritual beings that have true sincerity, true integrity, true um, what my great grandmothers and them would have said, true holiness about them, um, their true righteousness. If those beings, those of us, um, come together and unite, it will change the dynamics of this world because then it will not be your corrupt leadership, but it be your healing leadership that is effectively in place. So I'm not gonna make too much longer. I just wanted to drop a video and I wanted to see what happens. They say, my videos wasn't getting too many more views anymore. Uh, they weren't getting as many views because I wasn't putting out enough value. So hopefully this video has some value, and if it does, definitely hit the like, the comment, and the subscribe, and leave a comment below. Talk about it. Are you a healer? Do you practice in your spiritual walk and doing your spiritual work? Are you here doing God work, or are you here on demon time and doing what you want to do? That ain't my business, but if you want to leave a comment below, do that. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye, babies.